guess I should start this video by acknowledging my 3-month hiatus from YouTube. I know it's been a really long time since I've been on here. And really, I don't have any other excuse other than I've had a lot going on in my life. There's a lot of sort of changes that are happening in this period, and really I just put YouTube on the back burner, and 3 months have passed, and honestly it doesn't even feel like that. I think the last video I posted was the one right before Christmas where I was buying all my presents, getting ready to go to the south, and these 3 months have honestly just like gotten away from me. There's been a lot of changes going on in my life. Let me just rewind and say welcome back, and also welcome if you're new. I know I've had a few new subscribers in the time that I've been away, so I don't think you wouldn't have even seen a new video from me since you subscribed. So welcome and thank you for being here. Hopefully I'm going to be posting a lot more into this year, and yeah, I mean, I really just want to be more consistent this year, and yeah, it's going to be one of my goals and one of my focuses, I think, or I hope. So actually I've just finished up at my current job, or well, my previous job now, and I'm starting a new job soon, so that's really exciting. So I'm also moving house soon, so you'll see actually in my last video I was in a different apartment, so my apartment that I was living in before Christmas, and I've moved back into my old place but in a couple of weeks, well, at the end of next week, I'm moving back into the apartment that I was living in, because basically there was one of my friends who was looking for an apartment. She was doing a little internship here and couldn't find a sort of a short-term accommodation during those 3 months. So I said, you know, you can just stay in my room and I'll move back in April. So that's what we've kind of organized. And yeah, I mean, it's been really good. It's been a nice change, and now that the weather's getting warmer, it's just making me feel like it's a fresh start. It's sort of like a fresh beginning, and all of these changes are happening in my life. And I mean, it's just a really exciting time. And I don't think I've ever, I mean, in the past year, I really haven't felt this content or this relaxed. I feel like since I've arrived back in Italy, it's just been constantly like turbulent, constantly stressing about something, whether it's my permit or finding a job or you know, moving house. You know, these are all normal stresses of life, but I think being in another country, it sort of adds another layer of stress to that as well, because you know, you also have the foreign language and sort of a culture that, I mean, I'm used to now after all of this time, but you know, it still gets you every now and then, the way the bureaucracy works and how complicated all of that process can be. And I've had so many of you guys sending me messages asking me about my experience with that, because especially if you're not from Europe yourself, you know, there's a lot of struggles, and there's a lot I think Europeans take for granted as being a European citizen. Like whenever I talk to my friends from Sweden or Germany or anything, they tell me this same thing. They're like, you know, we take so much for granted being a European citizen and having all of these opportunities sort of just like available to us, you know, being able to work in different countries, not have to worry about a permit, and you know, all of those things. But all of that aside, I'm feeling really, really good lately. I mean, in these days, it's my second day that I've had just completely to myself, without work, without thinking about, you know, what I'm really going to do with my day. So I'm actually excited. I have been thinking about what I'm going to do, because today is such a beautiful day outside and I have zero plans. I think I have a package arriving later with some new jewelry that I can't wait to show you guys. So the time has come in my day where I'm going to sit down and talk you through some of the beautiful new jewelry pieces I've just picked up from Ana Luisa. So I've just got in a couple of new pairs of earrings. I'm going to show you guys up close. They're absolutely stunning. I just got a pair of sort of plain gold hoops because I just wanted something really classic, and then these gorgeous gold ones with the little green stone. And I love stacking my jewelry. I think it's so flattering, and it just makes me want to get more and more piercings. Honestly, 2 is not enough. but they're absolutely beautiful. And then to go with the green earrings, I picked up also the necklace version as well. So it's absolutely beautiful. I've never seen anything like it. I just thought it was really unique, and I usually don't really go for a lot of color, but I thought I'm really into green lately. I just got like a new green bag and some green shirts and things like that, so I thought it would go really, really nicely with those pieces. Now I just have it styled with a plain white shirt. I wear this kind of thing all the time because I really like having a sort of open decolletage when I wear necklaces and things like this. And then I feel like while I have my red nails, it's so nice having some beautiful gold jewelry that I can use to sort of accentuate it, because I feel like red and gold go so nicely together. And then I also almost feel a little bit festive because of like the red and green together. But I wanted to thank Ana Luisa for kindly gifting me these products and for sending me 3 new pieces of jewelry. So if you haven't heard of Ana Luisa, they're based in New York, and they are a sustainable jewelry brand that are quite affordable, which is one of the things I love, because especially when I was a little bit younger, and even now, you know, you want good quality pieces that are going to stand the test of time, that don't cost an arm and a leg but are still really, really nice quality. And you would have seen in my last video, if you watched that I worked with Ana Luisa as well, and I picked up some of their beautiful earrings for their previous season sale. And I'm so happy to be working with them again, because I feel like if you guys know me, you'll know that I love sort of dainty jewelry. I don't like things that are too chunky or too much. I like things that I can just wear sort of every day and that go really nicely with my own personal style. And I feel like all of Ana Luisa's pieces are just perfect to wear every single day. They're effortless, but they're so beautiful. So all of the pieces will come in these beautiful little bags. They're actually carbon neutral as well, so from their packaging to their products, everything that they use is carbon neutral. And all of their little gemstones, so all of these little pieces that you see on the gold, are all sustainably sourced. So I just love that when a brand can deliver such high quality, such beautiful, beautiful jewelry, but can still be kind to the planet, which I think in this day and age is one of the most important things for brands to consider, is that, you know, you're not putting shit out into the world, and you're really considering something that will benefit your customers, but also benefit the planet. So thank you so much, Ana Luisa. I'm going to leave a link to these pieces down below, as well as a link to their website where you can shop 20% off their entire website, and get in while you can so you can treat yourself or your loved one with some beautiful, sustainable jewelry pieces this Easter. Good morning. So I thought, what else can I add into this video? It's Tuesday, by the way. Second day of this vlog. I thought, what else can I add into this video that would be kind of useful to you guys, and that I've been wanting to get around to doing for a really long time. Since I haven't filmed in a few months, I've had a few questions sort of building up in my inbox on Instagram from you guys, and you're wanting to know, I guess, about a few common topics. So I thought, why not just answer them in this video, answer all of your questions in one space. So you can just come here and hopefully I'll get to your question. So the first one I'm going to read is from Wallace Rose. She says, "Hey Kaija, I love your YouTube videos, and they were such a big help when I was getting to study abroad in Milan last fall. I fell in love with the city, and I'm really interested in moving there full-time after college. I learned a little Italian, but I'm not fluent. Was it difficult to find a job? Are you able to speak English at your job? Also, what was the visa process like? Thanks for the help." Yeah, so a little bit about my story finding a job. I guess it really depends what company you're working in. For example, I was working in a really big sort of international company. So we were working a lot, you know, with the US, with China, and things like that. And I guess in that sense, the team was really diverse. Even in the HQ in Milan, we had a lot of different people from all over the world. And though sort of everyone in the office knew a base level of Italian, and I think it's really beneficial and helpful and definitely appreciated in the workplace if you can speak Italian. But within my specific company, usually all our meetings, everything is in English, and English is like a mandatory in the workplace. So I think wherever you go in Italy, especially especially in Italy, they value English speakers a lot. And that was partly the reason why I got the job as well, because I was a native English speaker, and it can be really, really valuable here in the workplace. It's always good to have a base level of Italian, you know, just for respect and to be able to understand your colleagues that are Italian. And I mean, you are in the country, so I think it's really good to learn a bit of the language, even just to make your life easier. Because, you know, if someone's having a conversation next to you or around you and you don't really understand anything because you can't speak any Italian, then I mean, it's not really going to help you. It's not really going to benefit you. So I think it's always good to learn the language of, I guess, any country that you're working in. So that's a little bit of my answer on that. I wouldn't say it's mandatory, but again, it depends what job you're going for, how big the company is, and yeah, I mean, your colleagues who you're going to be interacting with, and you know, what their level of English is as well. There are two little turtles down here. I don't know if you can see a little head popping up just here. So cute. So you guys would have seen I just came down to the park. I feel like it's such a different feeling during the week as it is opposed to on the weekends, for example. Like, I was just here on the weekend, and I mean, it does have a lot to do with the weather because it was so much sunnier on the weekend, and now it's like, it's not raining, but it's just a little bit more miserable, I guess. But yeah, such a different feeling. But I wanted to come down here just because I feel like this whole vlog has been just me at home, and I was wanting just a little bit of a change of scenery, get out in nature a little bit. And yeah, I mean, it was so nice, like just walking. There's some live music playing, you guys would have seen in some previous clips. There was some live music. It's really relaxing. And now I've just come to sit on a little seat. It's really quiet, there's not really many people around, which is nice. And I wanted to continue a little bit of the Q&A because I didn't really finish it before. I'm making my coat all dirty. So I answered one question and I didn't really finish the question. So I guess in terms of the visa, I came here originally on the working holiday visa. So obviously the first time I came, I was on the study visa because I was doing my Erasmus. And then like the last time in 2020, I came on the working holiday visa, and it's basically a 1-year visa that allows you to stay here. And it's like a sort of agreement between Italy and Australia. Like, they have this agreement between some countries and Italy. I think it's a little bit hard in Italy because, especially if you want to get a work visa, for example, often, like if you come from a non-European country, they want you to get like a visa before coming here. So you have to enter basically on your work visa, but to enter on that, you already need to have a job secured already from your home country. So obviously you apply for it in your country and then enter on that visa. Otherwise it can be a little bit of a nightmare with the working situation. I've had a lot of people asking sort of like the best restaurants in Milan, the best bars and things like that, where I would recommend to go for like aperitivo and things like that. So I need to make a whole dedicated video on this because I feel like I have an updated list now. But just off the top of my head, I went to this place. I'm gonna leave like some pictures on the screen maybe, it's better, but I went to this place called Mobius, I think it's called, and it's like right by Centrale, and basically it's like you don't really feel like you're in Milan. It's a really big sort of you get sort of like a warehouse vibe, and there's a few places like that in Milan, which is really cool. But yeah, it's right by Centrale. And basically I went there with my friend and she said that it sort of feels like she's in London, and I sort of got that same feeling that I was in Sydney or something, because it's just not something you really see in Milan that often. And it's sort of like Spanish tapas vibes, but sort of Italianized, if that makes sense, if that makes any sense. But yeah, that was really cool. And there was another place like that that was called Fuori Mano, which is a little bit outside of the city centre, I guess, and it's sort of a similar vibe, that it's like you sort of feel like you're in a warehouse or something. And again, I'm gonna leave some pictures on the screen. In terms of like restaurants and things like that, I've been trying to try a few different places with my friend, because she's really into going to restaurants and everything as well. So I went to this Lebanese place a couple of weeks ago, and it was called Feruz, I think it's called, and they do really good Lebanese food, and it's not that expensive, and it was really nice. What else? I'm gonna do a whole dedicated video on that, because I need to think about it and like actually make a proper list, but off the top of my head, those are the 3 that come to mind straight away. But yeah, stay tuned for a dedicated video on that. I honestly think I'm just gonna go for a little walk in the park, enjoy the rest of my day, because even though it's a bit gloomy today, it's kind of a nice cool change after some warm weather, and Milan hasn't had rain in God knows how long, so it's actually nice for the city to have a bit of rain and feel like a little bit of downtime. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go get a coffee or like something to eat, because I haven't had lunch yet and it's about lunchtime. And yeah, my camera is about to die, so if I don't speak to you again before I end this video, then thanks for watching. So I just got back home from the park. It started raining and I didn't have an umbrella, so I thought I better get home while I still can. But I just wanted to finish off this video, and again, thank you so much to Anna Louisa for working with me on today's video. I'm going to leave all of the links down below in the description for these beautiful products, and you can shop 20% off, so make sure you get on it while you can. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you very soon in the next one. Bye.